my biggest question is this: if today, let's say our parents are not around anymore, or you're doing for somebody or a cause, but this cause no longer exists, then where do you get your motivation to keep moving forward?
How do you stay motivated so that you can press on through the hard journey? I think the first thing I want to say is that there will always be hard journeys. I think regardless of what you're doing in life. Be it whether you start a business, whether you are in the financial industry, whether you are just a HR executive at a company, or you're an accountant, or even if you're just a stay-home mom. I think there will always be hard times. And so I think the first thing is to know that you're not the only one going through it to some extent. I think you just need to find people who are going through the same type of hardship as you. Because I believe that community is one of the best ways where you can get through hard and difficult times. And this is one of the reasons why I meet Ben all the time. Because, fair enough. I mean, he may not be a startup founder, but I think what we're doing in our lives right now, we share a lot of similarities. And I think Ben is able to identify with some of the struggles I go through. And likewise, I think I can identify with some of the struggles that he's going through also. So I think the part on how do you get through tough times, I think you need to find community, find people who are going through similar things as you, and just wrap around them as for support. I think for motivation, I think this honestly is very, very individual. Personally, I feel it's very, very individual. I think what motivates me might not motivate you. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that what motivates me also motivates Ben. Because I think we're super like-minded, and we get motivated by the same thing. So I think I can speak on behalf of Ben. I think we're both motivated by gratitude. And I think firstly recognizing how blessed we are to be in the position we're in today. We're not super successful or we're super rich or anything. I think we just both recognize that we have the opportunity here in Singapore to pursue our dream.
Yeah.
Exactly. How many people in the world don't even have that opportunity?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think Rainer, you brought up a very, very good point on opportunities. And I think really you're looking at our friends or people around age in general. Sometimes, I feel, again, by the gratitude, I feel very grateful that let's talk about being able to do what we want.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta admit that not everyone is able to come from maybe a family or certain background which enable us accessibility to such opportunities and whatnot. Because there are people out there, right, that might be working 3 to 4 part-time jobs just to make a living, and because they have their family to care for and things like that. And I think when you put all those things in perspective, it just makes me feel very grateful to have this freedom, right, to actually pursue what we really want to do. And in fact, sometimes it might not, at the start off, right, it might not be things that we really want or love to do. Things might be just events or situations whereby we want to try, so that after all this trying, we found something that we actually love doing, and then we move on from there, right? So I think that's a huge part, gratitude, to be able to keep us motivated throughout this journey. And I think a lot of people also talk about, or my friends also talk about, finding other sources of motivation, such as external ones like family. Doing this for my family, so on and so forth. Doing it for other people that looks up to you, for example, right? And I think all external motivation factors are important as well, right? And I do know, for me, I just kind of incline towards intrinsic ones, right? Because my biggest question is this: if today, let's say our parents are not around anymore, or you're doing for somebody or a cause, but this cause no longer exists, then where do you get your motivation to keep moving forward? Which is why I really believe some of this motivation should really highly be within yourself, right? And you'll probably be thinking okay, what do you mean by intrinsic motivation, within yourself? I feel one of it, for example, when I say gratitude, is something that is only very personal within ourselves. I think next one we could potentially explore is what is that desire or that passion, that reason, that one reason that's within yourself to work hard and explore the things and to push on things like that. So that's what I feel lah. I mean, across my last couple of years working, things like that.
Yeah, I think when we are lucky enough to figure out what we are passionate about, I think I'm just speaking from personal experience. Yeah, there'll be days where you don't feel motivated at all. You feel really, really down because of all of the fires and all the setbacks. But if it's something that you're truly, really passionate about, give it a few days, I think you'll wake up and you'll be like ready to go again. Again, this is just based on my personal experience. I'm not sure about you, Ben. I mean, you've gone through a lot. But I think you can still say the same, right? That being in the financial industry, financial planning and all of that is something that you're passionate about. And safe to say that no matter how much setbacks you experience, you will wake up one day feeling motivated to still be part of the industry.
Yeah.
Safe to say?
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are under the impression, right? They see a lot of successful people, right? And they're thinking, oh, these people are like super motivated and things like that. But I think a lot of people are under false impression that these individuals are highly motivated every single day or every single minute, right? I mean, sometimes you look at, I don't know, sometimes I wake up, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to conquer the world. Then there are days when I wake up, I'm just like, wow, screw this, man. I'm just like, I'm just gonna sleep a bit more, and then screw gym or whatever it is, just go and sleep. And I'll tell myself things like, okay, this morning I deserve better because I've been working so hard. Although it's just excuses like at times, but I think it's really about identifying that not every day is a day full of motivation, right? Sometimes it's just normal, but what you want to do is really to look at things or the kind of fuel that could reignite our passion moving forward. Yeah. So so that's fine.